Hi guys, welcome back to our next week of online learning. This here is going to be looking into volume, and in 7th grade we looked at volume before, where we were looking at rectangular prisms, triangular prisms, and cylinder. So today that's what we're going to review, and just kind of real quickly get a review of volume. We are in 3-dimensional figures, right, because we want the inside measurements. In 2 dimensions, we can only find area, whereas the inside area of a 2-dimensional shape. So this time we need 3D, and we can do our measurements in cubic centimeters, right, to denote that there is a certain amount of cubes located inside of our shape. So real quick, kind of a review on what we did in 7th grade. We looked at some different types of shapes. And so let me get those shapes here. So we looked at, we looked at our rectangular prisms, right? And we have the area of the base for our rectangular prism times the height, how tall it is. And so for volume, it equals area of the base times the height. And so for this, usually when we represent our rectangular prisms, I'll write that in actually, rectangular. Usually our base is length, width, and height. So we can see, right, our width, our length. And so for our volume of a rectangular prism, it's going to be length times width times height. And again, we can do the area of the base, which is a rectangle, which we know area for a rectangle is length times width. So we always kind of want to use area of the base times the height. And so that's for rectangular prisms. We have seen shapes where we have a triangular prisms. Let me see, draw one real quick, right? So sometimes we look at troughs as a rectangular or triangular prisms. See, not the world's best drawing here, right? But again, we can look at our base, which we have a triangle. So the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height, because we have the base moving left to right times the height of our triangle. I'll label those there. I'll use the lowercase h to represent that that's the height, and b for our base. And then we have to multiply by the height of our prism, right? So this would be the height of how tall our triangular prism would be. Oops. Prism. And again, we would measure that in cubic feet, meters, whatever our label would be, but it's out of 3. Or for cubes, how many cubes would fit inside. So again, the area of our triangle, 1/2 base times height, times the whole height of our prism. And then we also looked at another shape in 7th grade where we did cylinders. And so let me draw the one in here for us, make some room. Right, so our cylinder would be a circle, base, and then would bottom out with another circle. And so again, area of the base. This time here we have a circle, so the area of a circle is pi r squared. So that's just area of the top. We need to do the area, or sorry, not the area, but the volume of everything inside. So we have our cylinder. Volume is equal to our area of the base times the whole height of our cylinder. So we label that as h. So we would be able to see, using those there, we will be able to use those formulas and plug in the values that we need. I'll do a few practice problems for you as well. Just hang in, I'll show you those here in a second.